Okay guys, tonight we're going to be on 9.3, lesson 9.3, and that's on page 6 of your notes. So go ahead and get there. So we're going to be following what's called parabolic, which is just the adjective form of parabola. Parabolic graphing transformations. So on each of the following 5 grids, plot points and sketch the graphs of all the functions listed below them. Use and record a different colored pencil for each function. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to use 5 colors so you can see, and you might have to pause this video to get some colored pencils out, but I'm going to do A, red. Let's zoom out a little here. I'm going to do A, red. And A is x squared, okay? So x squared is just our parent function. And, you know, x squared just is a standard function like this, okay? That's x squared. B, I'm going to graph with orange. Just go in the colors of the rainbow here. And x squared plus 2. So what this means is we're going to shift up 2, remember? So now our vertex will be here, and it's going up. So it's not doing any narrow or wider. Then I'm going to use this golden color here, plus 5. Well, that's going to make it go up 5. Okay, so now the same parabola, not any more narrow or wider, it's just going up. Okay, shifted up. All right, minus 3. Minus 3 I'm going to do with green, and it's going to go down 3. So we're going to you start from the parent function. 1, 2, 3. And again, it's the same thing. And then E we're going to do with blue. And it's minus 4, so it's just going to shift down 4. So we're going to go down one more. Okay, so you can see the difference is not supposed to be the change in the width, but it's just a shift in up and down. So down here it says, if f of x, which is the same as y equals x squared plus k, then what effect does k have on the graph? Well, it's what makes it go up or down. Now, up would be plus and minus would be down. All right, let's look at this next one. We're going to do the same colors. A will be red. We're going to do our parent function. B is orange. And remember, inside the parentheses, this actually means we're going to shift to the left. This is from last unit. You remember that reference guide? What's inside the parentheses is the opposite of what you think. So it's going to shift to the left 3. 1, 2, 3. So this is B. All right. C is going to shift to the left 1/2. It's shifted to the left 3. So it's still plus. It's going to go to the left 1/2. So not quite 1. Okay. Then we have D. It's going to shift to the right 2. 1, 2. That got a little wider on accident. That's not on purpose. Sorry. It's not supposed to be wider. It's just supposed to be the same width as the regular parent function. And then E is going to shift to the right 5. Okay. Now on the bottom, if f of x, which is the same as y equals 8x minus h squared, what effect does h have on the graph? Well, it causes this shift the shift left or right, okay? And it shifts on our x-intercept, our x-axis. All right. Let's go to page 7. All right, so we're going to do the same thing with the colors. We have x squared. And B, make orange, is we're going to shift to the left 1 and down 2. So left 1, and down 2, 1, 2. So now, see how this looks different. Look at C. We're going to shift to the right 2 and up 3. Right, 2, up 3. So take from your parent function, not the last one we drew. For your parent function, we're going to shift to the right 2, 1, 2, and then up 3, 1, 2, 3. All right. D, we're going to shift to the left 4 and up 5. Okay. And then finally E is minus 7/4, so we're going to shift to the right, 7/4, and then down 3/2. Okay, so that one's a little bit different. Okay. 7/4, let's see what that fraction is. $1.75, okay? And then this one, of course, is 1.5. So we're going to go to the right 1.75, and then down 1.5, 1.5. So about right there. Okay. I'm going to keep going. Again, number 4. Oh, sorry, we didn't answer the question. So, what does the point HK represent? Do you remember what H and K represent? That's our vertex. Always your vertex. So, you can go here and say, orange, +1, -2, vertex. Green, +4, -4, it's opposite. -4, +5, vertex. It's always where your vertex is, okay? Alright, so let's go to number 4. If just our parent function is red, orange would be this next one. So, okay, do you remember if it's greater than 0, then it's going to go narrow. Okay? If it's less than 0, which it is on C, then it's going to go wide because fractions fatten. Okay? Alright, so let's try to do this. We have x squared. We're just going to keep it right there, but we're going to make it 4 times more narrow. So it's going to look a little like this. And yellow is going to make it 1/5 wider. Still at the same vertex. Negative x squared, negative, makes it flip on your x-axis. So we have the same vertex here. We just flip. And then a -3x squared is going to be a flip and narrow. Because it's because it is greater than 1, and greater than 0. I mean greater than 1. Oh. Can you go back and fix this, please? Greater than 1, less than 1, not 0. Okay. All right. So there are those notes. So what effect does A have on the graph? A makes it narrow or wide. Okay. Last one. Really quickly. We have our regular parent function, that's red. We're going to make it 3 times narrow and shift it up. Narrow, and then up 4. Okay, and then this one is going to be wide. We're going to go left 1, with that plus 1, and then we're going to go down 5. So it's left 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're going to make it wider. Okay. D is going to go flip, because it has a negative. It's going to go narrow, because it's greater than 1, the 4. It's going to go to the right with the minus 2. And then it's going to go up 0.75. So we're going to flip it. We're going to make it more narrow. It's going to go to the right 2. And then up 0.75. Flip and more narrow. And then lastly, we have flip. Fatter or wider. It's a fraction. We're going to go left. I just realized that I went the wrong direction on the one ahead. Should have gone right. Sorry, guys. Should be this way. Should be narrow. Not that one. Okay, left 3 and then down 1. Okay, so left 3, down 1, and then it needs to flip and be fatter. Okay. Given a parabola with a vertex 3, 2 and a stretch factor of -5, write the equation for the parabola. Okay, we would say -5 this would need to be our h, so x minus, since it's positive, 3 squared, and this is your k plus 2 is what we would deal with there. Okay, and that's all we're doing for tonight. Have a good evening.